Hi guys, it's Angela here. Welcome to my video. So today I want to share a few more memories of me being a Jehovah's Witness. Now, you know what? I just have to say that this is very much therapy for me. You know, I was born in as a Jehovah's Witness, and I spent the first 20 odd years and more in the organisation as a Jehovah's Witness, and I woke up for a number of reasons, and I have been out for just over 30 years, and in 30 years I've never really dealt with how I was feeling. I knew that there was something not right. I knew that I didn't believe what the Jehovah's Witnesses were saying, and I kind of like locked away all of those feelings. I kind of locked away a lot of my memories. But since I've started the channel, it's really helped me to open up and release a lot of those feelings, a lot of those thoughts, and bring all those memories back to mind. And now to be able to talk about them and share them with you has helped me enormously. And I also want to take a moment just to say thank you so much for all the love that the ex-Jehovah's Witness community shows, and people who are not even Jehovah's Witnesses, the support that you show. And I've had such lovely comments from so many people when they've watched my video. So I just wanted to say thank you to you, and because of your love and support, it's really helping me as an individual to have that emotional release. So as I say, all these memories are coming back, so there's going to be loads of videos about my memories, but the one thing I want to share with you today is about the 1975 prophecy that failed. What a surprise. So I remember being a child of about 7, 8 when, is that right? Let me see, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, so yeah. So I remember being a child around 8 years old, 9 years old, and my mother and my father took us along to the Kingdom Hall, me and my brothers and sisters. And I remember we were sat in the meeting this one day, and a group of brothers and sisters, witnesses, stood up and started shouting and disrupting the meeting. Now, I remember there were quite a few of them were sisters, and they were shouting and talking about the failed prophecy of 1975, and essentially they were really upset about this prophecy having come and gone. Anyway, I remember them being told to be silent. I remember the brother from the platform really sort of raised his voice and firmly told them to be silent. And when they refused, then all these brothers got up and sort of ushered them out of the Kingdom Hall and off the premises. And then I remember a few weeks later, again turning up to the Kingdom Hall, and quite a few of them, I can't remember exactly how many, but quite a few of them were now stood outside shouting and protesting, all sorts of stuff. Now I remember my mother saying, close your ears, and sort of whisking me and my brothers in. And at the time, I was only about 8 or 9. I didn't really understand what was going on. And I remember we had a talk from the platform about it, and I do remember sort of the brother talking about it, but again I didn't really understand it. But my mother then explained that what had happened was, she explained that there was this prophecy about 1975, and that, you know, we were told that the end was going to come, Armageddon was going to come in 1975, and when it didn't come, then the brothers and sisters, a few of them, were really, really upset. Now, that was about it for me. I was like, oh, okay. Never really thought anything of it. Anyway, subsequently, those brothers and sisters were disfellowshipped. But then a few years later, they started coming back. Well, two sisters in particular, I remember, started coming back. And as I got older, by this time I was about 16, 17, 18, I was pioneering, started to get to know these sisters. And one of them was in my book study group. Anyway, you know, you're out in field service, and, you know, you're seen as quite spiritual because, you know, you're a pioneer and stuff, and spiritually mature. Although I was only about 18, but I was seen as spiritually mature. So, you know, started talking to these sisters, and, you know, you probably guessed by now, I'm a bit of a chatterbox. I will talk to anybody about anything, you know, and I'm quite inquisitive. So, you know, I wanted to know these sisters and what their backgrounds was. And I'm asking things like, oh, so how long have you been in the truth? How long have you been a witness? And this one sister started to tell me her story, and she shared with me that she had grown up as a witness, a bit like myself, and because of the prophecy of 1975 that Armageddon was going to come, shaped her life around it. And she hadn't bought a house, hadn't set herself up financially, didn't buy a car, and was really sort of geared her life that the end was going to come in 1975. And when it didn't come 1976, when we were still here doing the same sort of things, obviously she was a little bit upset. So she and a few other sisters, and I think it was her husband and probably one or two other people, had got together, was talking, etc., and they decided that they were going to go to the Kingdom Hall and raise their objections in the middle of the meeting. And that was what had happened when I was 8 or 9. Hence, you know, they stood up and, you know, protested and expressed their disappointment. Anyway, both of those sisters got disfellowshipped along with other people. I don't know if any of those came back, but these two sisters definitely came back. They repented, they got reproved, and then they came back. And the one sister, she and her husband came back, and her husband used to come to the meetings. He used to sit. He never spoke, never got involved in the ministry, never answered, nothing like that. So I think he came to support her. I don't know if he was disfellowshipped or reproved, I don't know. But her son, he was raised in the truth, and he married, he became a pioneer, he became an elder, and he went on to have a career as a witness. I was since told that after I left, that he and his wife left the organisation, which was a surprise because they seemed to always be really, really strong. But then, you know what, I was really strong, or I was perceived to be really strong. I thought I was really strong, and I woke up. So when I heard that he woke up and his wife woke up and they left, I was surprised, but at the same time I was really happy. I was delighted that they saw through the, you know, through the veil and woke up. So that was the one sister. The other sister, once she got disfellowshipped, she came back, started studying, got reproved and got reinstated. And over the years, as I was growing up, I got to know her really, really well. And then she told me, again, a similar experience, that she had built her life around 1975, desperately disappointed, thought that the whole thing was a massive lie. And she stood up along with the others and raised her views, to which she got thrown out of the Kingdom Hall and protested outside a few weeks later. She got reinstated, and then she got disfellowshipped a second time for marrying a non-Jehovah's Witness, but then again repented, was reinstated, and you know, she as far as I know, she is still a witness to this day, because I remember seeing her at my mother's funeral. She came to my mum's funeral, although I didn't have a chance to have a chat with her. But yeah, so she was telling me that back in the day that she was one of those who stood up and really was really upset and really angry that this prophecy had failed. And it was quite devastating to people's lives, because again, you know, when they're told, and I remember growing up as a witness being told, don't waste your time getting an education because the system's gonna disappear, the Armageddon's gonna come, the system's gonna go. Don't bother with buying yourself a house, because again, what use is that when the new system's here, because you're going to be able to choose wherever you live, and all the brothers are going to build you houses. Now, how would we be able to build houses when all the brothers and sisters, all the Jehovah's Witnesses occupying the earth, have no education and don't know how to build, how to plumb, how to do electrics, etc. So that didn't sort of fit well. It kind of felt like a bit of a fairy tale. And we were also told not to invest in pensions or savings or anything financial, because, you know, it's going to be of no value to us when Armageddon comes. But any financial things that we have, any financial things of value that we have, we need to store those up and donate those to the Watchtower organisation. So yes, lots of people were disadvantaged. They put their lives on hold for Armageddon and 1975, and it just didn't come. It failed, absolutely failed. So yeah, you know, those are just my memories. As I say, I know that the one sister is still a witness, and she, as far as I know, goes. And the other sister, I believe, has now passed away a few years ago, fairly recently, although she was still very much a witness up until her death, even though her son and his wife had, and their children, stopped going. So yeah, you know, interesting. And I just wanted to share that thought with you guys as it came to my mind. So yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for being here. Please, if it's your first time here, or if you've not subscribed already, please hit that red subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you've previously subscribed, then thank you for coming back and watching this video. Okay guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.